oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Shut down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of all the titles you need to grow. I've been watching hard, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the throne. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Prescott now from the 50. Swinging this out for Pollard. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders. Faking the handoff, Howell. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw it. Left side to Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. play action. It's Howell. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got him. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick. Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack on first down, Prescott, and he fires one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this try after the first down sack. Prescott, he's going to look deep down the field. And it's going to be intercepted with a pick.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The final shot before break. Howell slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Fielded right around the 8.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So here we go, 4th down, Howell.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
And they go play action with Howell. Complete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and long. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 5 now. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Dak. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Prescott. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Powell to throw. Pass complete, Samuel.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Howell. And Dotson, he's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly.
They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near him.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket coupe, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it on the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two. I paid it out of full.
Coming to you now from the foot of the Colorado. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Takes it at the 7.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissick. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5. To be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Howell now. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Gibson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Gibson again.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 11. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Wilson.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
14.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Go.
Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Wilson going to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 6. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Howell.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Throwing here, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Howell. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
13 yards there and a Washington first. Howell throwing on first down here.
Escaping the pressure right.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Howell. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The end result, 21 yards. Wilson.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now it's Wilson.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Throwing again here. Wilson rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming for the call. We go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Well. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Play action. It's Wilson.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, and there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's first at the 47. To throw is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Commanders.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
14.
Here's Wilson. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
This will be caught at about the 5. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you. For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
13 yards there at a Washington 1st.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Once more, Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Off play action. It's Howell.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit.
And he lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And oh, sneak attack. They're going to run for it. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too far because not only does it not work, but look at the field position they gave up after the attempt.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
And they'll accept that penalty.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one
Between the Washington Commanders
and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway in Southern California.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 48-yard line. Here's Herbert.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now down to throw it.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Powell.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's got it across the midfield, striping into Washington territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Herbert now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's got room. Touchdown, LA!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Commanders 0. Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And inside the 20 before it's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Howell will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Howell. And this one is incomplete. He's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to hold that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin is already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage total on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
It's Howell with another throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Was trying to find Jahan Dotson,
but it'll be 2nd and goal. Sly able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 70 yards. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
And 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score.
On Herbert, his third interception.
William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to 27.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons are kings, the girls are gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 1st and 10, Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Goff on 3rd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Goff now looks to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 4th down, Goff. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line. Second and 10 coming up. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We're scoreless after 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Goff. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd down, Hal back to pass. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Goff throwing again. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Jared Goff keeping it himself on the quarterback sneak. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.